next episode of data cleaning demo projects. In last video, we discussed about advanced Pinda features where we went through several functions and features that Pindas offer. Now we're gonna apply those features while data cleaning, and in data cleaning demo project, I'm gonna show you step by step on what things needs to be considered. So the steps are: first thing is to import data and assign appropriate data type based on sample data. Then we detect and treat missing values. Then we look for rows that needs to be cleaned and trimmed. And finally, we prepare our data cleaning report and share our findings to the client. So let's start. This is my Pandas library. So I'm going to be using the stock data. My file is in pipe delimited, so I have used separator as pipe. So this is my top header. So we can first thing is to import data and assign appropriate data type based on sample data. So this is my sample data. So this field seems to be integer, this field object, this field numeric, and this field even integer. So let's check the data type. So this is integer, object, float, so the data type looks good. So our first step is done. That is importing data and assigning appropriate data type. And second thing is to detect and treat missing values. So let's check if we have any missing value cases here. So we have 45 for 4,58,000 branches are null. So this doesn't give us the exact figure. So let's take on the basis of percentage, divide by length of branches into 100%. This will give on the basis of percentage. Length of branch gives me the total count of this is my total. So this is my total, and this gives me individual count. And if I divide this by total and into 100, it's going to give me percentage. So we have 19.96 percentage branch information that is blank in our data. So let's analyze what actually the blank cases are. So let's check the blank branches. Sorry. Branch is the cases. So we have information like the branch information is only blank and other are available. So this might be a file issue. So my findings will be 19.96% is branch information is not available for 19.6% of the record. So what we can do is right now everything is based on branch. So let's exclude, let's drop the null cases. There's not none, but however we need to report these things to our client. So what we will do is we will write open analysis. We decided to remove those records as it not give any significant insight to the data, and we will attach some sample rows. To attach the sample rows has been attached in the email. So we need to attach the sample rows and send this in key information to the client. So, based on our analysis, based on being a data analyst, we decided to drop the branches that are blank. Now, what we need to do is we need to filter out the branches that belongs to MM and RHSM because we are only interested in these branches. So, branch filter. So we're interested in two branches. Let's check if it includes two branches or not. Yeah, so this looks good. Now another data set we have is we have our product data. So this is also separated. So this is my header. So in header, what was my first step was to check the data type. So data type. This looks integer fine, boolean fine. The categories needs to be assigned as category, brands. Description status needs to be category because we see the categories for like KZUN. So let's change our data type. Uh, my unit seems to be essentially description even seems to be description. Let's go to this. Seems to be category field. And brand even seems to be category. So how we determine category is based on the value. It should have a grouped data. For example, if we take ranted value underscore count, so we have only two record two values in entire data. So this will be a category field. So this will be even a category field. Branch even seems to be have less information, so this can be a category field. So we assign this as a category field. The reason for using checking the data type is we can simply use our filter and can find out whether how many category field we have in our data set. We can even find out that this thing we did in our last tutorial. However, I'm going to show you again. This is the cool feature that Pandas offer. Suppose if I need to check how many categories we have in our data set, in our data frame, we can be using say so the types and we can include equals category, say here. So show me all categorical field categories. Means field, if you can type number, it will show me all numerical fields. This comes into handy with being as a data analyst. If we work in a huge company, then our data frame can have 100 to 100 columns. So if we distinguish which one is a boolean or which one is a object, and look at the record of a particular data type, can help us to analyze and uh, give us valuable findings. So this can be done. So once we arranged our data type. So this looks cool. Now the next step is to check null cases. So, so again, everything needs to be in percentage because this number does not say how many percentage of the total data has null cases. So let's convert into percentage. So we see 33 percentage of null cases that is seen for by unit, description, and organic items. So let's analyze if that is accurate or not, or it needs to be excluded. Let's do an analysis. Let's continue it. This is from So looking at the NAND cases, we don't see we need to exclude, we need to remove, drop these columns because other field, the value for other field is populated, and we need to include these fields. So let's check how many cases we have. Like if we saw that 33% is blank NAND cases. So this gonna be another key findings that we need to say to the client. So by underscore unit is not available for 24% is so we have those as not available. So we need to share this information and the client. So what we will do is INA Likewise, we're gonna be checking our description field, description status. Sorry. So this is even none, but all remaining fields are populated well. So this even needs to be noted and need to be shared to the client. So this will be again going to be adding any cases for description, and we will update our information as status is not available for 20% of the records. Amount was recorded as any. Likewise, let's check organic items. This even is seems to be similar cases. All the other remaining fields are populated well, so we're gonna be uh, adding NA for organics items, and we'll report our findings. Item is not available for 33% of the record, so that not as any. So now if I check my is none and some cases, so this looks quite good. Now, since the percentages are very low for the remaining cases, I'm not going to be emphasizing these cases more. But however, you can do your own analysis, and if you think it's critical, you can share that to the client. So now we see in all cases it's been handled. Now we're going to be moving in to clean our data. So in here in description, we see the HTML tagging. So let's remove that first. It's going to be applied. I'm going to be searching for all the rows. So I'm going to be setting my regex equals true. Now my description looks clean. Now I can see three categories here. Instead of having three categories, let's make it one. And be making this into proper cases. So I'm using str title 1, 2, have more detail of what these parameter does, you can view my previous tutorial adding pipe. And changing this into places. So this seems to be merged into one. So this looks good. Now, if we see here my two columns, name and description. So here we see that in description we have like this seems to be the package number, ML, and one UN data. So I'm going to be separating this from my data. So it's gonna be another field that is package, and gonna be splitting these values. So my query will be package will be I'm going to be looking for all available option description. Sure, contains suppose human and in this into human and it contains KZ and value with KZ package information in KZ. It contains feature LT, then my value will be LT, package will be LT. Likewise, let's check if it contains feature A, then let's make it into feature A. Let's check more values. If we use set operator, we're going to be showing me all the values. So we have KC, we can see ML, this here also. So all these things comes under data cleaning. So this is some PD stocks that analysts do. So GBS and its contents GBS. So GDA is already handled. GBS is handled. We cannot look at each and every record and add the cases. So we can randomly check and do clean such cases. So based on your analysis, you usually do such things. So it looks like we have covered maximum cases. Let's make it. Let's give it the request the package information from the client so that we know we can be sure that we have included all the packages. So it will be any comment. So this looks good. This has been added into package information has been added. Now let's drop two columns. So one is good. The easiest way is to use a del command. Yeah. Like that. So category for my and description looks good. Null cases has been replaced by any. So I have my package information. My category is normalized from 3 to 1. So this even looks quite good. So my final findings will be, so one findings. So my final findings to the client will be, this one is make this and be used for making this word. So last finding will be we were able to find out package information for or information like able to find out package information like this from description is inform if we have the provide list of all packages that we have so that we can make anything and add link packages. So let's make this package Um, So this is my key information that I will share to the client. So that's it. So this is the way we clean our data and share our findings to the client. Hope you have learned a lot. Thank you so much. If you like the video, please subscribe and encourage me to post more and more informative videos. Thank you so much.